Welcome to another episode of the Next Generation podcast, Cowboy Creative Style. What is up, guys? It has been a minute. I have so many amazing updates for you guys. I am so excited to chat about today's topic, but not only that, but give you kind of an update on the Cowboy Creative, the business, where things are going, what you can kind of expect this fall, and all of those sorts of super exciting things. So, first and foremost, you'll probably realize that I am doing this podcast by myself. And that is because Miss Lindsay Miller has decided to step away from the Cowboy Creatives as a business partner. And guys, I am so excited for Lindsay on her journey with her photography business and everything else. She is a busy woman. She has an amazing photography business, and she'll probably still pop in every once in a while, say hi, all of the things. But we're going to go back to our roots of it being just me, and I am super stoked. I am excited for all the amazing content we're going to bring you guys. I'm excited for all of the business growth plans that we have, all of that jazz. Some other updates: I have hired 2 amazing interns, and I am just very excited for that process and to introduce you guys to Allie and Gracie and just all of the amazing things that we have coming with their amazing creative minds and all of the other things. It's super exciting to bring them on and just have 2 people that are so stoked for this business, on board with the mission, and that I feel like I can just trust so much with like everything. Like I feel like I could end up sick for a week and text Allie and Gracie and they would have everything handled. They are seriously the best. And I'm sure you guys will get to meet them. Maybe not on the podcast, but go, maybe not on the podcast this year, but maybe in 2025, we'll have to do an episode with the 2 of them. But make sure you go like follow us on our Instagram and stuff like that. They will be making an appearance there, I am sure, with all the crazy ideas that they have for social content and all of that jazz. I guess some other updates: we are getting ready to launch the Cowboy Creatives retreat for 2025. And I am so excited to launch it, release it to you guys. It has been something that I have been working on really hard for the past month. That's kind of why we've been away. Just the business transitions, really trying to grind, getting this retreat plan for 2025, getting the venue, location, models, all of the things nailed down that go into all the planning before we can release it. And I know it's been one of those things that we've been like, oh, we're going to release it. And then it was like just kind of dropped off. We've had a few like venues that we were like, we're going to work with them. And then we were like, we don't have the same vision. It's not going to work out, scheduling, all of the things. But we finally have one figured out. So I'm super excited. Late to mid November, we're going to be launching that. So make sure you head over to our Instagram, follow along there, our TikTok, everything like that. Make sure you're following along because that's going to be the place where you're going to get the most up-to-date things. Also, subscribe to our email list. It is going to pre-sale to our email list first. And also, some little hints: we have a really exciting plan for launching the retreat plan. So if you are a Swiftie, I will give you this hint. You got something for you. I am personally not a Swiftie, but I will say her marketing team is phenomenal. They do a great job. So we took some inspiration from them and have some super exciting things coming. So I am stoked for all of the fun that we're going to be having with that. So if you want to stay up to date, make sure you go follow, subscribe to our email list, follow our Instagram, follow our TikTok, all of the things like that. We will be sharing all of the fun information that is to come for launching this retreat and everything that it has to bring. So without further ado, let's dive into today's topic. So today we are talking about one of the things that has probably up-leveled my client experience the most over the past year, especially for my wedding clients when they're spending thousands upon thousands of dollars to hire me as their wedding photographer. This idea of instant gratification has completely transformed just the hype behind my business and behind a couple hiring me as their wedding photographer, behind like really instilling great lines of communication, all of the stuff. So, with instant gratification, I think a lot of us know that we live in a world where people are very used to getting things quickly. Um, it is just the world we live in. It's the fact of social media. It's the fact of the Amazon Prime, like 2-day delivery. We are very, very just accustomed to getting things quickly. And with that, the way that I have applied that to my business is finding ways to give immediate value in a way that sets you apart. There is very few companies out there that ship as quickly as Amazon does. And we all know that. We associate Amazon with quick shipping most of the time, unless it's like prime time or like holiday season, we associate them with like 2-day shipping. And that is like the instant gratification that you get of hitting that purchase button and having it at your doorstep and not having to go and do all of the other things or go to the store, like convenience and all of that stuff that we associate with that version of instant gratification. So take that and apply that to your business and ask yourself, okay, what ways in my business can I start providing value for my clients as soon as they book? And even before they book, too. There's some instant gratification that you can kind of Easter egg at your clients before they even book. So there is a lot of psychology behind the idea of instant gratification. People really, really love immediate rewards. Getting something right away gives them a dopamine hit, which is that feel-good chemical in our brains. When you get something right away, when you get something that you've been striving for, when like it's the happy, it's the dopamine hit. I think a lot of us know what dopamine hits are, but that instant gratification really just reinstills that, which goes into the psychology behind that instant gratification and why we like it. We like to chase that dopamine hit. So when your clients book you, they are excited. So giving them something to like really hit that dopamine right away just really like reinstills that habitual feeling that they made the right decision, which you want to do as a photographer. You want them to book you and spend all this money with you and put the deposit down and then be like, yes, we have the best photographer in the world. I am so excited about this, yada, like all of the things. You want them to feel that. And so it's just a really great way to give them that instant dopamine hit. So for me, there are a lot of different ways that this can look like, but I had a client recently who booked my top wedding package, the holy grail, all the things. They're flying me to a destination, like all the stuff. And I, even if they don't book my top package, I want every single one of my clients to feel like they made the right decision. I want them to know that I am here for them. I want, like, we build that trust and personal relationship on our client calls, all of our build up to this moment, all of the stuff. But as soon as they hit that booking button, I want them to know that they made the right choice. And so this goes into like client gifts and all of the emails that I'm sending and the like different guides and everything like that. I had a client that booked me recently tell me that they feel like that they are getting a luxury experience. And that is what I want them to feel like. I want them to book me for their wedding and them truly feel like this is a luxury experience. Like they are being pampered. I'm just like, I am here to serve you. What do you need? I got you. Like, call me, text me, all the things. I've got you. How can I help? And this whole idea of like the client relationship, building that client experience, all of those things is what goes into that luxury experience. So, here are some practical ways that you can hit that instant gratification dopamine hit for your clients. First one is some automated welcome emails. So, for this, if you have Honeybook or something like that, I personally don't use Honeybook. But whatever, like when your clients book, you get off that call, they just booked with you, they signed the contract, put the deposit down, did the whole shebang. I want you to sit right there and I want you to pull up your templated email that you already have pre-written, go in there, customize it to that client, send it right away with your client guide. That is another way to get an instant dopamine hit for your clients as well, is to send a detailed client guide. I am super excited because the Cowboy Creative in 2025 is going to be releasing a Western client guide, which I'm super stoked about. We're going to be releasing a few different ones that aren't just fillable. They have like some really great prompts in there for you guys, the whole shebang. We'll run some New Year's sales on them. Shh, hint, hint. But those are coming. I'm super excited in 2025. So be on the lookout for those. But automated email, sending it to them, and then the client welcome guide. Sending an email right away also really instills the open line of communication, and then the idea that like I am going to be a good communicating vendor with you. So sending that right away shows like your attention to detail, your thankfulness, all of the things. Next, after client guides, another great option is giving them some exclusive content. Some exclusive, like for me, this looks like I have created a video that like I would say, so I send like the email, the client guide. I think it's like a couple days after or something like that, 3 days after, just to like really try and like reinstill that, like, hey, I'm here for you. I have a video that I've created for my clients that goes over like not only the client experience, what they can expect next, but like it gives some behind the scenes into some shoots. It gives behind the scenes tips into planning their engagement session and stuff like that. And this is a way that I have kind of been able to put all of this information together in a very easily digestible way for my clients without me having to necessarily get on a call with them before their engagement session, because most of my packages include engagement sessions. And so this is a way that I have done that it's pretty much the same stuff that I'm telling client over client. If we need to hop on a call or something like that, we can do so. But this is, it reinstills the instant gratification, builds the hype, and it's not just a video of me like sitting here talking. It's a video that like I'm sitting here talking, but then like there's also other videos playing of like other couples. Like I've had a couple of my past wedding clients, I've given them discounts on future sessions if they sit down and they like give a verbal review. And then like there's some like behind the scenes video content like from their wedding day in there, and like just different things like that that really just like gives them an immersive experience. It's like a 5-minute video about like just what they can continue to expect from me, and like really just reinstill that they made the right choice. The next thing that I love doing is I'm a big gift giver. I love giving gifts, and I'm going to do a podcast here soon about client gift ideas and just different ways that you can show your appreciation to your clients. So I'll go into more detail soon. Be on the lookout for that. But I love sending a customized thank you welcome gift. So for every photographer, this kind of looks different, and just base it off of your branding for your business, what you like doing, your budget based off of what like package they're booking, and then also like base it off of what your clients like. So like if I'm doing Western clients, I'm going to like have different gifts for them than I do like someone who isn't as like Western, or it's not a Western wedding. Like I have lists of different ideas and different gifts that I've done. I really love going on Etsy and just finding like really awesome, like custom made gifts that are custom to them. So like for my past few clients, I've done some massive, like candles that are in those like wooden bread bowls. If you guys know what I'm talking about, they're like a shallow oblong bowl that a big candle gets put in it. It's got like 3-4 more wicks, and they're all like wooden wicks, and it's all handmade. And then there's like a really pretty design put in the top, and it's like floral or whatever based off of the scent. And then in the side, I have them brand in like the couple's new last name. So like the Smiths established 2024 or established 2025, like whenever their wedding date is. And then on the other side, I'll put like a verse that I feel like applies to them or their like marriage or something. Like there's a verse from 1 Corinthians, I think it's 11:13 or something like that, that I always put right there, just like 1 Corinthians XYZ. And It's just like a really personal gift that I love sending. And then I include a thank you note with that. I'm supporting a like local small business. And then I'm also like just showing my appreciation in a tangible way that they can have in their home as like almost like an engagement gift. Thanks for booking me. Another thing with this is even if you don't decide to send a gift or a welcome box, I know a lot of photographers really like doing welcome boxes. I prefer to just send one larger gift than a bunch of smaller gifts in a box. And this may change over time. I may evolve and change and be like, no, I want to do boxes this year or something like that with my branding on them, which those are super fun to like open and go through as a client. But a non-negotiable for this like client experience really, really needs to be sending a thank you note. A handwritten thank you note in the mail. You better be sending one because these clients, I don't care where you are on the photographer spectrum, it is still an investment for these clients to be booking you for their weddings. No matter if they're spending $1,000 or $10,000, they are making an investment in you as their photographer. The least you can do is send them a thank you note and a thank you for booking. And you know what? If you want to go above and beyond, put a $10 Starbucks gift card in there or something like that to really just like reinstill the I appreciate you. Thank you so much for trusting me with your day. Yada, yada, yada. Keep on hitting that like, hey, I'm here for you. Thanks for booking me aspect. So all of these build excitement. They really, really build excitement around having you as their photographer, excitement around your brand, everything like that. It also reduces the concept of buyer's remorse. Typically, as long as you're building enough hype around your brand and enough like really great client experience things, you're less likely to have a bride that is super excited and books you, signs the paperwork, does all of this stuff, and then reaches out a few weeks later and is like, I need to reevaluate like our package. I think I booked too high of a package. I went outside of our budget, like things like that. If you are doing your job and due diligence as a photographer on those client calls, I hope you never, ever have to experience that. I've never experienced it, but I know of people that it's happened to. So with this instant gratification, you really reduce the risk of anyone having that buyer's remorse. And then, like I said earlier, it also just really instills the concept of like, I'm going to have great communication with you. So sending that instant welcome email, sending that gift, sending that thank you note, all of those things really just instill the idea that like, I am here. I want you to communicate with me. I am going to be available to communicate with you, all of those sorts of things. And we can do another episode about like client communication and setting boundaries, but like still showing up for them and like all of that stuff. If you guys are interested in the future, let me know. And then the next portion of this is make sure that I kind of touched on it a little bit with the gift, but like tailor whatever this is to your brand. So if you're sending a client guide and you're a Western wedding photographer, give some hints of Western in there. If you are sending a gift, make it tailored to your brand. Maybe your thank you notes, you get custom printed thank you notes on Canva with your logo on the front or something like that. Like customize it to your brand, customize it to who you are, and customize it to your clients. That way, like no matter what you are delivering, it feels like your brand. Also, with that, make sure that whatever you are delivering adds value. I don't want you just sending them emails just to send them emails. I don't want you like doing anything for your clients that is just bogging up their inbox and they're not actually going to read it or things like that. Send them things that add value to their life. So a really thoughtful thank you gift, a thoughtful thank you note, a really great client guide, an engagement photos guide. I have an engagement photos guide. I have an engagement photos wardrobe guide. I have the wedding client guide. I have a wedding timeline guide. I have a wedding planning guide for my planning clients. I have so many client guides, guys. It is ridiculous. But I'm not sending them all at once either. I'm not spamming the inbox of my clients and sending them all at once and being like, hey, here's your homework. Here's 50 things that you can read. No one wants to do that. Trust me, no one wants to do that. So don't do that to them. Don't put them through that. Um, Make sure you are giving them things that truly add value to their experience with you as a photographer and add value to their life. There is so much benefit that comes from this instant gratification and really focusing on your client experience. But a big part of it is creating a long-term relationship with your clients and creating raving fans, which we will talk more about in detail later in other podcast episodes, because I could probably talk for a solid 30 minutes just on that topic. But truly, like, the bigger picture of this is you want clients that continue to come back, refer you, and love their experience that they had with you because of the investment that they made. So clients who feel valued from the start are more likely to stay engaged throughout the entire process. They're more likely to answer your text messages, your emails, all of that stuff, and not ghost you. And then they are also more likely to turn into raving fans that give you referrals. Happy, engaged clients are more likely to tell others about their positive experience, leading towards, say it with me, amazing word of mouth marketing. We love word of mouth marketing because it's free. It is the best form of marketing. People are way more likely to book you if they are referred to you by someone that they trust rather than like a Facebook ad that comes across their page or something like that. Your rate of return on referrals is going to be much higher than your rate of return on a Facebook ad. And we will go into all of that in another episode as well about like a referral program and what that kind of looks like in creating those raving fans, because that is something that I have implemented. Just a little tease, I've implemented like a referral program for my clients, and it has been astonishingly successful. My clients love it. So I cannot recommend that enough. And then also with this, it just creates really strong relationships. You want your clients to want to talk to you. Trust me, it's a lot easier to plan a wedding with your clients, to figure out timelines, their vision, execute that vision, feel fulfilled as a photographer, all of the things, if your clients want to talk to you. And them wanting to talk to you goes back to the experience that you are providing for them. So if you want everything to run smoothly, make sure that you are just like really trying to build a relationship over just hit a transaction with a client. I think that it all comes down to what are your intentions as a photographer? Are your intentions to just book them as a client, show up on their wedding day, take photos, and that's that? That's fine if that is. But you need to realize that if that is your intention and you're not a photographer that wants to go above and beyond, you probably aren't going to be able to continue to grow your business to a more luxury level, to higher prices, things like that, because with higher prices come higher expectations, come more things that you need to be including in your packages, more experience, all of those things as well. So, yeah, there's a lot that we can dive into on client experiences and all of that, but I really wanted to start at the beginning, that as soon as you are booking that client, what are you providing for them? What instant gratification things can you do as an individual, as a business owner, to start really just pouring into your clients from the beginning? Because we really want happy clients. We want clients that are going to refer us. We want clients that are going to be raving fans. And a lot of it really genuinely starts before they book. But this is just a great example of, as soon as they book, some really tangible things that you guys can start working on, start implementing into your business, into your client workflows, all of those things that just really focus on serving your client and making sure that they know that they are loved and appreciated and all of the things. So I hope you guys found this podcast episode really instrumental into your business, and that you take some of these practical tips and that you go apply them. Be on the lookout for all of the things Cowboy Creative coming for the rest of the year, for those launch dates, for our 2025 retreat. If you guys are at all interested, want to know more, want to maybe get an inside scoop before I start releasing things on social about it, send me a DM. We can start chatting, see if you'd be a good fit for the retreat, all of the different things. And to those who do DM me, heck, maybe I will give you a few snippet secrets or stuff like that. And as always, if you are listening to this, please screenshot this episode, share it to your socials, tag the Cowboy Creative, and you will get entered in to win our quarterly merch giveaway. Super excited to start releasing merch at the end of this year / the new year, and get you guys some of that exclusive content, exclusive merch, repping the Cowboy Creatives, all of the things like that. Some are going to be really practical with our logos, and some are going to be funny and quirky, just for those Western photographers, Western creatives, all the things out there. So also be on the lookout for all of that. Please screenshot, share, tag the Cowboy Creatives. If you have a private account, please make sure you DM me a screenshot of you sharing it. That way I can make sure you get entered, all of the things. For everyone that has done this previously, you will be pooled into the next round. And if you're an individual that loyally listens every single week, well, guess what? If you screenshot and share every single week, that's multiple entries for you. So make sure you keep on sharing, keep on listening. I cannot express enough how much I appreciate all of your guys' support, everything like that we have had on this business thus far. I am so excited to end out the year of 2024 with all of you guys and to just see what 2025 brings us and continue showing up, chatting with you guys every single week. And until next Thursday, I will see y'all around. And thank you so much for listening to another episode of the Next Generation podcast for all of you Cowboy Creatives. We'll see ya.